jUsB's quote of the month is, "Life is God's chalkboard. Take notes."
Life is God's chalkboard. Take notes. The thing I like about that quote, I think, is the redemptive quality of it.
I believe that life teaches us many lessons, and if we were to pay attention to our circumstances and our conditions, it would help us to be able to apply wisdom to our living.
Chalkboards are something that get erased. You write all over them, you put all this stuff, pictures, words, text, all over the chalkboard. But then it can get erased. The parts that you don't want, the parts that maybe didn't work out as well as you thought they would, they can go away.
I remember an incident that happened in 1977, a long time ago, that has affected my life to this very day.
Chalkboards leave some dust. An old chalkboard sometimes gets a little stained. There's still a memory of what was on the board. And yet, at the same time, most of it gets erased with an opportunity to start over.
That day, going out on the water on that lake turned out to be fatal. I lost 4 of my friends that day. They drowned. Now that lesson, as traumatic as it has taught me to respect water.
Oftentimes in other people's lives, as an observer, I get to see people's stories completely take another turn. Sometimes do a complete 180 and turn around.
I even was able at one time to save my own wife from drowning because I was paying attention to them while they were in the water.
So sometimes things don't go as planned, but what that does, that allows you to step back, to erase the board, to realize that something different needs to happen here, that maybe the writing that was going on wasn't what it should have been.
God puts up guardrails. Our past experiences should teach us lessons that impact our future. It should not discourage us from making progress, but it should aid in our progress.
And you step back and you see that God has a story that He's been writing, maybe all the way down the other side of the board, and He's saying, look over here at this. Here's the way the story could go. And so, the redemptive quality of God being able to erase what doesn't belong, but then being able to write all over again a new story on that board, these are the things we need to take notes of. These are the things we need to be aware that when we find ourselves in God's story, rather than simply trying to create our own, there is redemption, and there is hope, and there's always a chance to start over.
Quote of the month for June is, "Life is God's chalkboard. Take notes."
jUsB's June quote of the month is, "Life is God's chalkboard. Take notes." How's that?
Today is a new day. Forget about the drama from yesterday. Frustration don't pay.